Hey guys, so I just finished deep conditioning my hair and I'm currently air drying it. So I figured, while I'm waiting for that to happen, I would do a follow-up video to last week and just talk about my hair journey so far and what I've been up to for the past 3.5 years and what my hair has been through for the past Well, when I started my hair journey, like I'll admit that I was very rigorous in my hair regimen. Like I wasn't playing. I was moisturizing and sealing twice a day. I was pre-pooing every weekend. I was deep conditioning every single weekend, and it was protective styling throughout. And by protective styling, like I mean wearing buns, not really braids, box braids or twists and stuff or weaves, no. But I tucked my hair away, like it wasn't rubbing on my clothes or anything. For almost 2 years, I kept at it and I was very rigorous in my hair regimen. Twice a day in the morning and in the evening I moisturized and sealed. I thought I was doing everything right. I thought I had all the right products, you know. So it really upset me when my hair started to break off and it just looked worse than it did, before I actually started my hair journey. Because like I mentioned in my previous video, I was using, grease for my hair and my scalp prior to starting my hair journey. So it was just very upsetting, that my hair began to look worse, when I thought I was doing everything right compared to what it was, when I was just winging it. So I didn't know what I was doing wrong because I followed everyone's advice on Hair Lista, on, all these major YouTube channels, like these girls who knew what they were doing. Like I followed all their tips. And I was just confused. I was like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? So I guess I'll highlight the major setbacks and what caused them. One, like the very first thing is coconut oil. And back then, like right now, yes, like there's so many people who've spoken up and said, like coconut oil just isn't for them. But at that time, there was no one saying anything bad about coconut oil, and it was my oil of preference. Like I used it for everything, including as a like even for my body. Like I used it to moisturize my body, my face, like everything. Like I pre-pooed with it. I added it to my deep conditioners. I sealed with it. I I sealed my hair twice a day with coconut oil. Okay, it was everywhere. Like I used it on my scalp, and that was the problem. I had no idea at the time that my hair had, I guess a coconut oil sensitivity, if I can call it that. And coconut oil is kind of it's almost like a protein treatment because it strengthens your hair. And my hair is not that thick, it's not that densely packed. So it was too much, like it was too much for my hair. And I had no idea it was a coconut oil. And I just kept, pouring coconut oil over my hair. And it just became hard and brittle and very dry, like it dried out quickly. And I didn't know it was a coconut oil. Like I just assumed, no, like it must be something wrong. It must be something else going wrong. Jesus. So yeah, I just figured it must be something else going on. And I completely disregarded, coconut oil being the main issue. And for 2 years, I used coconut oil twice a day on my hair, like on my dry hair, like not rinsing it out. And it was just too much. It was too much for my hair. And then in, I guess like Christmas of 2015, around December, January, for some reason, like my town ran out of coconut oil and I couldn't stock up on coconut. Like I looked everywhere. I walked around town, like down in like in Osaka, like I looked everywhere, like no one had coconut oil. And like yeah, and no one had coconut oil. So I was just like, what's happening? What's happening? So I figured I would just substitute it for something else. And I was already using olive oil, like for my pre-pools. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just stick to olive oil then. And within 3 months, like I kid you not, like within 3 months of just using olive oil and not using coconut oil, my hair changed. Like my ends, I think I need to insert some pictures of what my hair looked like. Oh, it was so tragic. Okay. Like when you will shed a tear when you when you see these pictures. And the worst thing was like I was on Hair Lista, okay, I was on Hair Lista. Everyone was people were always sharing their progress pictures, and I didn't want, to be left behind or to be left out, and I would post these pictures as my progress photos. Thankfully, like everybody else was kind. Like now I know what they were thinking. They're like, oh, but no one really called me out and was like, "What are you like?" They just, like they just let me post my. But when I look back, like it was so sad. It was so sad. So I posted these pictures. Like if I can find them, like I'll insert them here of what my hair looked like when I was using coconut oil. Like my ends were gone. Like I had no ends. There was nothing. Like there was nothing there, and it was so sad. But I soldiered on. I soldiered on with my hair journey, even though it was depressing. So yeah, literally that. Okay, if I've inserted my pictures, so I went from that to completely eliminating coconut oil from my hair regimen and my product stash and just using olive oil instead. So whatever I was using coconut oil for, I subbed it with olive oil, and my hair looked like this after 3 months. From that to this, I was just like, and yeah, so like I figured that the reason why my ends were suffering was coconut oil. I was just like, really, 2 years of my life, 2 years. So that's setback number one. Setback number two was my protective style of choice, and that was bunning. I put my hair in a bun every single day, every single day, and it wasn't even like a loose bun. I was pulling my hair. Okay, to be honest, my entire life, my hair has been buns. Like my mom always put my hair up in a puff, or like Minnie Mouse puffs. And even throughout high school, when I had relaxed hair, it was ponytails. It was just ponytails. Like the entire time, it was just ponytails. But when I started my hair journey, it was buns because I didn't want my hair rubbing off of my like it was buns. It was strictly buns every single day. Even to work, I wore buns, and my buns were, first of all, they were in one spot, like literally one spot. It was tight. I thought it was loose. Like I know I heard people say, like when you're doing your buns, make sure they're in tight. I was like, yeah, mine aren't tight, they're just snug. They're just snug, but they were tight. And then I would twist my hair because like I had to fold it and twist it and tuck it in. And I was doing that in the exact same spot every single day, every single day. To top off with my coconut sensitivity and my hair being dry and brittle, so like it wasn't things, like it was just breaking off and breaking off and breaking off, and I didn't know that it was the buns that were causing that. So even with that, like I had to learn the hard way. And then the third setback was stretching. Okay, now stretching your relaxers is a great health tip, like for growing healthy hair, but it's not for everyone. At least for me, it wasn't. And again, the first 2 years, I stretched for like I was like, go big or go home. I stretched for 6 months at a time, 6 months, but I wasn't really managing my hair well. But that whole line of demarcation thing, like where your new growth meets your relaxed hair, I wasn't really taking that into consideration. Like I'll just moisturize and seal everything. Like I wasn't focusing on that. Yes, when deep conditioning, like I'd always, put my conditioner, to my roots first, to soften them. But like it just wasn't working out. Like it was too much for me to handle. And I kept combing my hair, like okay, yes, like I would finger detangle and stuff, but that line of demarcation, like it just wasn't strong enough for me. Like it didn't matter what I did, like it was just breaking off, and my hair was just getting thinner and thinner because it was constantly breaking off. So I would stretch for 6 months, check my length, and my hair was just, like it was struggle things. I was just like, what's the point? Like why am I stretching? So again, I did that for almost 2 years, and it brought me to that. I think like the end of 2015 and the beginning of 2016, like I don't know what happened. I guess my prayers were finally answered. I was just like, why? Like what's happening with my hair journey? Like why? why does this keep happening to me? But finally, like I got an answer to why my ends were suffering. Coconut oil, protective styling, and just my hair in general with the stretching, like it kept breaking off at the line of demarcation. So yeah, I began to use olive oil. So this is now beginning of 2016. I began to use olive oil and Jamaican black castor oil. Like I invested in Jamaican black castor oil, and it's like it did a lot for my hair, which was good, and my ends improved drastically. And then I stopped, bunning every single day. Like I would switch it up. Like maybe like for 1 week I would bun, the next week I'd do a ponytail, and I would kind of switch the position. Like maybe it'd be like a high ponytail or high bun, like mid type of ponytail, and then like a low bun or a low ponytail, but it wasn't in one specific spot. I tried to switch it up, and that really improved. But still, my hair wasn't growing much, which brings me to setback number 4 now. So yeah, when it came to getting my relaxers, I would go to the hair salon. Like I still wasn't confident enough to relax my hair on my own. And like I would trust some stylists, I'll be like, please just apply the relaxer to my roots, don't spread it all the way down. And I'd be like, yeah, 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 like don't worry, don't worry. And then and I don't know why I don't learn. So they would smooth the relaxer through, and sometimes it would get over processed, and then my ends would just be, like really, really straight, like bone straight. And like I said, I have genetically fine hair. Like I cannot be relaxing my hair bone straight if I want, if I wanted to look half decent. So that happened, and then I eventually learned to self relax. So like I'll leave a bit of texture, but then I had this long relaxed hair and text relaxed hair at the top. And I'd end up getting frustrated and maybe trim like 2 or 3 inches off, like just to get some thickness. And that was a problem as well. I became scissor happy. So I guess setback number 4 is having bad relaxer experiences and then having to cut off, several inches of my hair just so I could, like feel like I'm getting a bit of thickness. So beginning of 2016 up until now, it's been a year and a half. I'd have I would go to the hair salon, like I would give them a chance, they'd F up my hair, and then I'd have to trim it because I didn't like the way my ends are looking. Like it was just too bone straight. And then 3 months down the line, I'll relax my own hair, I'll make progress, and I'll get lazy again and go there. I was like, no, 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 let me just give them one more chance, like I'll explain to her, like I'm sure she do a good job. Again, bone straight. Ugh, and then like I'd have to trim it off because I get frustrated. So this happened, I guess, for the last time in November of 2016. Like I'm still trying to recover from it. Like if you see now, like my hair is just, it's like I said, it's genetically thin, and it being bone straight, like it's not doing many favors. So right now, I've made a like I made a pact with myself to like behave myself and make sure I self relax until I get to a length and just general health that I like. Okay, by the way, my goal length is, it may sound crazy, but it's waist length. But I've told myself that I'm going to self relax until I reach waist length because I know what texture I want in my head, so I'll stick to that. So from now until I'm waist length, I will not have my hair relaxed by someone else. I guess the last setback is like only happened maybe once or twice over the past 3.5 years, and that was heat damage. So someone like me with my hair type, like if you're watching this, you have fine strands of hair, you have relatively thin hair, do not flat iron your hair. Okay, you do not need to flat iron your hair. Like please, don't do it. Our hair is like it was not made for flat ironing. If you want your hair to be very, very straight, just roller set it and then wrap it. Okay. And yes, I know some people complain about wrapping your hair, like how like it kind of messes with your edges. If you're only doing it once or twice a year, like one time, I think it's fine. Like, and unless you're wrapping your hair consistently, like yes, that's a problem. But if you want straight hair for an occasion, roller set it and then wrap it. And then you can like I guess let it just drop. Like it's fine. It does the job. But to not flat iron your hair. Like I learned the hard way. Like although like let me blow dry my hair and then flat iron it with a heat protectant, but mm-mm, mm-mm. My hair is just too fragile for that, and I got heat damage. Even with a heat protectant, I got heat damage. Like it just wasn't working. And then like several months later, or like maybe like a year later, like no, let me just try again. Like this time, I'll know what to do. Again, heat damage. Like my hair is no, it does not have like my hair does not have time for flat irons. So yeah, that's my hair journey so far. I guess my next video will be what I want to do going forward, what my current hair goals are, how I plan to achieve them, and how I want to put myself on a hair challenge. I guess, that's the best thing to do when you start, you know, a YouTube channel is to set certain goals and just put yourself on a hair challenge and make sure, you stay motivated and follow through. So yeah, thanks for watching. And please subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. Like join me on my journey as you're embarking on yours as well, and we can grow our hair out together. So I really hope you subscribe. It'll be fun, I promise you. And it won't just be hair, but like first let's get the hair thing sorted, and then we'll get to know each other more after this. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.